Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds. We're now going to have stage 3 of the fan home release of the Build Your Own Ironman Mark III armor. Okay, so we're back on the Ironman, and yeah, if you want to get this for yourself, I will put a link down the bottom of the screen here. You can head on over to fanhome.com. There is a link down in the description also. Just click on that link, it'll take you straight over there. You can subscribe all the way from issue 1. There's also some great builds on there like the Dodge Charger, the Ironman R2D2 and the newly released Night Rider build. So let me show you the parts that we get and what we're doing in the magazine. So these are the parts we get here. As you can see, we get the parts to make up the right palm and all of the fingers. So there's all 5 of the fingers there, and a little part to put an LED in the middle of the palm. So let me show you what we're doing and how we're doing it. So click through this. You get all your usual Ironman bits. This is the history of Ironman. And then you get to your build instructions. So this is all your parts. Do make sure that these are in the packaging. Right, so to start off, we're going to assemble the thumb. So you're just going to connect these 2 parts together, attach them with a CP screw, so it's just like that. Then we're going to move on to the index finger, and that's exactly the same as the thumb. It's just there's 3 parts in this, and it's so on and so on. So we're going to be moving on to the middle finger, then the ring finger, and then finally, and this page here, we're going to be doing the little finger. Then we can move on to making up the palm. So we're going to be putting the LED screen in there. Then we can attach the switch into here, just like so. And that's going to go just down in there. Then we can attach each and every finger into there. Screw that all together, put the back on, and that's going to be screwed down with AM screws just there. We can put a battery in just there, put the battery box cover on, and then this is just magnetized and it gets put on just on top, just like that. And if we press this little button here, we should get a little LED light up at the end. So this part's all about the comics, and you get in the comics, this is the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. after the victory. So this is a few pages of that. And you get a little section at the back telling you about the armors. This one is the Model 1 Mark III, from the silver to gold. And on the back, as always, it tells you what's coming up next. So we're building the arc reactor in the next one. So as you can see, we're making up all these little fingers and everything and attaching them together. Some people have reported that the fingers are quite loose and the joint is actually quite loose and everything. So we'll have to take a look at that in the future issue. And some people have been putting like nail varnish, clear nail varnish inside there, and that stiffens up the joint a bit. But we'll have a look at that when we get to that point. So without further ado, let's get the parts open and start building. So once you've opened the packaging, it should be like this. I do recommend you keep at least the fingers in the packaging, and that will help you with your assembly, that will. So to start off, we're going to need these 2 pieces here. These are the 2 pieces for the thumb. So to help you identify which parts are for what, 1R is for the thumb, 2R is for the index finger, 3R is for the middle finger, 4R is for the ring finger, and 5R is for the little finger. So that's all the parts you need. So we're going to take these 2 parts, slide them together just on this side here. As you can see, there's a little tiny hole there. That's for a CP screw. So we're going to get a CP screw and we're going to put it down through there, and this should go all the way through pretty much and connect these 2 parts together. So screw that all the way down, just like so. And that is the thumb all made up. So we can move the thumb to the side. We can start working on the next one. The next one is the index finger. So now we've got these 3 parts here, and these are going to be making up the index finger. These should all be labelled 2R on the inside here. So we're going to take these 2 parts first, which is starting off with the tip and working our way back. We're going to slot that into there, and again there's going to be a CP screw in this hole here. So let's slide this CP screw in. Screw that all the way down. There we go, that is that one all the way in. So now we can put the last knuckle piece on, push that in there, and that's going to be held on with an FP screw this time. So let's get this one in. And I do believe this will be the same combination of screws for all of the fingers. So that is our index finger made up now. So again, with this one, we're going to slot the parts together. This one all wants to be 3R. So I'm going to put the tip on and the next part, and then we're going to screw this together again with a CP screw all the way down, and the next part goes on just like so, and then an FP screw in there again. Go in with our FP screw. Just like so, and that is our middle finger. So carrying on, we're going to be doing the ring finger now, and again the first one connecting the tip of the finger with a CP screw. Let's hold that a little better. Just like so. Add the next one on. Just like that, and then an FP screw. Let's get this FP screw in. There we are. And the tip of that finger is a little loose, so I'm going to have a look at that before the final assembly. So the last ones, these should be labelled up 5R. Slide them together, just like so. Another CP screw to secure the tip on. There we are. That's a little too tight, that's better. Then the next part on, and then an FP screw. Get this FP screw in. So now with the fingers complete, we can move on to assembling the palm. We're going to need the inside of the palm. This is die cast metal, and we can take this part and we're going to slide this over here, and we're going to be putting that on so it goes over the peg on the back just at here, and 2 screws are going to hold that down, which are BM screws. So I'm going to get the first of the BM screws in down here. The second one just down here. Just like so. So that is that now on. As you can see, we've got our LED screen in there now. So with the palm part done, we can start making up the top of the hand. So we're going to need this part here, which is plastic. We can turn that over. We can see what we're going to be working with. You're going to need this part here, which is our battery box, our switch. So make sure you press that and test, make sure it works. We've got our circuit board there. On the back of the battery box, we've got an LED. So we're going to take this switch and move it this way round. Drop the switch down into there. Make sure it goes all the way down and sits nice and flush at the bottom of that. We can turn that over. It's going to get located down into the palm. So let's load that down, push it all the way down, and then 2 screws. They're both BP screws, one either side, to hold that down. So that's one in. Let's get the other one the opposite side. Screw that one down, and we should be able to press our button. Yeah, all works good. So taking that, we can take these wires now, tidy them up a bit. So we can take our circuit board. I'm going to tidy up these wires afterwards, but we don't want it going over the front of the LED. So let's push that circuit board. I'm just going to have it just in there for now. Make sure none of these wires are going anywhere near where we're going to be putting screws. So somewhere sort of like that. Looks a little untidy, but hopefully it'll all be hidden. You take this part here, which is going to be for our ball joint. So let's go that way round. Slots down into there. Now we can take all of the fingers and get them in there. That's number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. So with them fingers all in, we can take our palm, we can slide that over the top. Hopefully that'll grab everything like it has done. Squeeze that all together, just like so. Goes together really, really nice. We can put 2 screws in either side here. They're going to be AM screws. So one's going to go this side, just like so. One the opposite side, just down here, just between the index finger and the thumb. Let's get that one in. And there's one more just at the top here. Let's get this one in. That's to secure it all down nice and tight. I have put my thumb in the wrong way. There we are. So now we can install a battery in there. The back end here, the flat side, is the positive side, and that wants to be facing the thumb, so we can load that into there. Just like so. So when we press this button, the LED should come on and off. Then we can take this part, which is the battery box cover, line that into there, and then that is going to be an EP screw to secure that onto there. Let's just get this EP screw in. This is the last screw of the build so far, just like so. And then we can take the cover, which is die cast, we can turn that on, get that onto there, and that is our hand all complete. That is really, really good. Fingers move all nicely, they're all nice and stiff, which is good. So that is the right hand of our Ironman all complete. So that is it for stage 3, guys. Really enjoyed making the hand up. That is really, really nice. Do really like the way they've done that. And yeah, so it's very similar to the Robocop build. If you didn't know, Robocop is out in France, and that is, let me turn this off. That is out in France at the moment, but the actual hand assembly is pretty much identical to the Robocop. So that is good that they're doing that and keeping things a bit uniform so we get familiar with it. So that is that. So if you do want to pick this up for yourself, you can head on over to fanhome.com. There will be a link down here and also in the description. You can go on over and you can subscribe to this from issue 1. So I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, please remember to leave a like down below, and if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.